What's going on? Today I'm going to show you how I set up my breeding tanks. We have 6 of them now instead of 4. One is mostly bladder snails, 2 are ramshorn snails, 1 has mystery snails, 1 is going to be a quarantine tank, and then 1 was a failed attempt to do blackworms, but we'll get back to that another time. So at the moment I have, let's see, 1 big air pump and 3 small ones running, and I need to fix that. So small disclaimer, but Hygger sent me this 10-watt adjustable air pump. So we're going to install that today. And then we got 2 air manifolds. They'll do 8 tanks total. We're all running off of this pump right here. It says it's good for up to 600 gallons. I think the flow rate was 253 if I'm not mistaken. I'll put in the Amazon link down below where you can see it. But they have a 5-watt version and a 10-watt, and I opted for the bigger one. Thank you, Hygger, for sending this over. They sent this over for free to me, so I did not pay for it, but they did not tell me what to say or anything. So, you know, this video was totally up to me to do whatever I want with it and say whatever I want. So this is gonna be my full opinion. Let's see our specs on here at all. 16 liters per minute for the 10-watt and 12 for the 5-watt. You already got the pump. It's adjustable as well, so you can up the flow or lower the flow. It comes with 2 lines. That's why I got 2 manifolds. I'm gonna do 4 on each side. At the moment, I'll do 3 on each side, and then I have room for 2 more tanks if I want to run that way with the manifolds I got at the moment. But yeah, today we're just going to clean up this whole corner right here. It's a mess. I'm probably going to mount the power strip up here, put the pump up there. This is a timer for the light, and just clean up all these wires and stuff because it kind of turned into a mess. But yeah, this big pump is going to replace the 4 I have at the moment. I do have one up here that has a similar flow rate, but only has 1 nozzle coming out. I'm just going to replace with this one, keep that as a spare. So yeah, let's get started. Another cool feature, which I like, is on the back right here, you have a little con filter, which, not that that's anything special, but most of them at the other bottom. So, you know, depending how you put it on the shelf, you can easily grab this, and if it needs to be cleaned, clean it and put it back, versus having to lift the pump up and take like a screen out and all that. Which that's how that one is over there. That one's from Amazon. I forgot what the brand name is. But yeah, let's go. So a couple of these use bead pumps as well, which they're handy because you can run them with a battery bank. I kind of don't want to wear them out because of a power outage or something, I can just hook them up to a battery bank and solve that problem. Right now, this one's running the quarantine tank that's down below, so we're gonna save this pump for later. And over here I have a second one, so we'll save these. So I'm just going to utilize these 2 screw holes right here and probably just mount right here. It's easier to get to if I need it versus on top. So I'm going to take these Velcro pads off that I had on there. So my favorite trick for mounting power strips, that's not going to do with full tanks, but hey, why not show you, is grab a piece of tape, cover, you know, both of these slots right here. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to cover them both. Grab a pin and poke a hole where the screw is going to sit. So I'm doing the bottom. There's a big round circle right here, and then small little thing, small little thing. So I'm just poking a hole right here, and I'll do the same on this one, also the bottom. The big hole where the screw first goes in is there, and then you can slide it left or right. Doesn't really matter where you put the hole, just do it consistently on both sides. Take the piece of tape off. Tape it where you want. I'm just gonna double check, make sure I got enough clearance right here, so that'll work. Now it's as simple, it's just running 2 screws in there. Don't pull the screws in all the way because you want to have a little bit sticking out. So it's a little dark over here now. The lights are off, but There's like a little bit sticking out right here, and that's, you know, where it will slide onto. So now you can grab a piece of tape and rip it off. And there you go. It's easy as that. Not perfectly level, but it'll do. After all, it's just the breeding tanks. It's not for show here. So before I had this one, it's the Pawfly, says Ultra Quiet Pump MC 3000. In this case, you know, the little filter thing is right here at the bottom, so you have to lift it up, take it off. Not that big of a deal, honestly, but it is just easier. This one had a low-high function as well. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just going to replace this one. This is going to be a backup, and yeah. So as I mentioned, this one has 2 holes on it. Probably just going to leave that manifold hooked up how it was, and I'll have one extra one, and then have one spare. I'll just keep it for later. You just leave this cable all bundled up. So this top light right here already has a timer built into it, but the one right below it does not. So I mean, it's just a simple one, but I have 2 extra spare slots if I want to put anything else on a timer. For now, it's just one light. So we're going to have one extra manifold. We're just kind of going to hang there. This is not going to be all perfect, and it's not going to be all pretty and stuff, but it's going to be a little bit less cluttered than this because, you know, like I said, just a breeding tank. So all you really need is, you know, I got 25 foot of airline tubing here, which I do have to mention. This Hygger pump does not come with a check valve, air stone, or air pipe, or manifolds. So if that's anything you need, you have to get them. It's just a pump in a box. Airline tubing is super easy to cut. Just grab some scissors. And then put it over the end right here. Leave this end capped. This side will go to the pump, and then you got 4 lines that you can adjust with these little valves, the airflow on them. Yeah, I think that's wide open, and this should be closed if I'm not mistaken, or it's the opposite. All right, that's really it. That's all that's to it. So, you know, got the air pump, put it in here, top light that has a controller, which honestly I kind of wish it didn't have it because every time I lose power to reset it. And then this one right here for the timer for this light. But we got good flow right here for the quarantine tank, and then I got some mystery snail babies in a jar that came out of this tank. It's a little darker over here, but yeah, we got flow in that one. Got flow in that one. Like I said, extra bubble right here just for the planaria. And then I got float way down there as well. So yeah, you know, great little pump to replace this for my old ones. Long press that, you got up and down, little filter on the back. In this case, I have 2 manifolds, so I got room for 2 more tanks right here. These manifolds are a little bit different. So this one, actually to the left and right, is closed, and going towards the line right here is open. And this manifold was the complete opposite. These are great. You can kind of adjust the flow. You know, some air stones or some sponge filters are a little less restrictive, so most of the air wants to go there, so you can turn them down, and then you can kind of adjust them, fine tune it. So yeah, here's my updated breeding tank for snails for puffers and cockroaches down there. Quarantine tank, we're gonna add fish to the pea puffer tank here soon. So we've got a piece of lava rock and a sponge filter that is cycling right now, and a heater. And yeah, until next time.